Moving right along. I'm so sad that I'm not in the kitchen to enjoy that with Jeremy, but I guess there'll be some other people there that will do the taste testing for you. Um, so moving on to our third recipe, this is a winter mule mocktail. So this wonderful winterlicious drink is a superb substitution for alcohol. Um, it keeps you well hydrated. You don't have a hangover the next day. You're getting some amazing nutrients and healthful compounds. And on top of that, you're following the guidelines for cancer risk prevention, which is to limit your intake of alcohol, avoid it if you can. The latest guidelines in Canada are 2 drinks per week, right? So this is a great way to substitute something that still has that fun factor to it, but minus the alcohol. Over to you, Jeremy.
Awesome. Thanks, Anila. Yeah, absolutely. I think this is, it's a great way to still enjoy something nice and festive and celebratory with your family and friends, but a non-alcoholic option. We're taking inspiration from the mule cocktail, which would usually have some lime, maybe some ginger, usually in the form of like a ginger beer or something like that. And we're gonna take some of those ingredients, but enhance it with even more given the holiday season. So the first thing we're going to do is make our sort of infusion or our simple syrup. This is a great way to add a little bit more flavor into your mocktail or non-alcoholic beverages. And it's a great way, especially if you don't maybe you're just not a big fan of just drinking plain water. You can, for the celebratory moments, you can juice it up a little bit, make it a little more interesting. So what I am doing is taking half a cup, I'm making a small amount. You can obviously increase these measurements, but a half a cup of water and bringing that to a simmer. And then to that, I'm going to add about 4 tablespoons of honey. Now this is going to stretch a long way. So this is going to be my infusion that I can make multiple drinks with, and then we just keep this in the fridge. We're not going to obviously use all of this for one drink, but we're going to make a bigger batch of it. And so as the water simmers, I can mix my honey and it should dissolve in there pretty easily. And then to that, we're going to add our little infusion. So this is, again, where you can definitely experiment, have fun with it, use some of the flavors that you like. Thinking about sort of the holidays, I'm going to go with a little bit of cinnamon for sure. So I'm taking a cinnamon stick. I'll just break it up in 2. We'll throw that in there. I have some star anise, which is really nice. If you think of those mulled warm beverages, you're going to have a lot of these flavors. A little bit of allspice, so a few allspice berries in there. We got 3 cloves in there, and then we can even take a little bit of orange if you like, and squeeze a little bit of orange inside. I'm also going to add some ginger to this as well. Now, again, it doesn't have to be all of these flavors. You can just use one, just use cinnamon. And so with the ginger, I'm just taking some of the peel off. I'll take a teaspoon size, and then maybe just give it just a gentle crush, and I'll throw the whole thing in there. So this is going to create our infusion. I would let this simmer until it just slightly thickens up a little bit. So it might take 5 minutes until you have not the consistency of a honey, but something more in line with a maple syrup. So a little more fluid, not as thick. And what you would do is strain all of those spices out and then put it into a little jar, and you have this wonderful simple syrup that we can use to flavor our dishes. You can, you can even add a little bit topping this on top of like a focaccia or something crispy with a little bit on top. Where you have a sweet and savory, would be wonderful, but we're gonna use this obviously for our mocktail. So I have our simple syrup. Now this is, the most work it's gonna take, but again, you can make one jar of this and, put this in the fridge, and you can use it, even throughout the week, if you wanna get into the festive spirit, or you're celebrating, or you're making multiple mocktail beverages, be wonderful. So we're gonna put this together. Got our glass. And from this point, it's pretty simple. We're going to take some lime, again, in line with our mule flavors. And you can use a citrus squeezer, makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of lime juice. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of this simple syrup. And again, you can adjust taste side. And we'll stir this up. You can add a little bit more ginger to this if you'd like. So again, that mule usually has a really nice hit of ginger. And I have a little bit in the simple syrup, but I want to add a little bit more. So I'm going to take a nice little piece, again, crush it up a little bit, add it in, and just use your spoon, or you can use the bottom of, like, if you have a muddler, you can use that, or the bottom of a wooden spoon, and just gently press that into the bottom to just express some of those juices out of the ginger. And we're ready to top it off with the rice. A little bit of sparkling. Open these up slowly. I want them to spill everywhere. And just top it up with that refreshing sparkling. And then the fun part, any mocktail, little garnish, we'll put a little slice lime. And of course, our cinnamon stick.
Gorgeous.
We have our nice, refreshing holiday. What do we call it? Our holiday mule.
Holiday winter mule. Yes.
Mule.
Winter mule mocktail. Yeah.
Winter mule mocktail.
What I love about it, Jeremy, is it also can hydrate you. So if you were having alcohol, you wouldn't really be able to consider it hydration because it's a bit more of a diuretic. So what I love about this is it can hydrate you, so you can include it in your fluid intake. And just listening to the ingredients, it's also great for nausea. Yeah, it's something that you can enjoy and also can be helpful for nausea. So not just for the holidays, something you can just have, if you're having cycles of treatment during those weeks where you're feeling a bit nauseous. Although Jeremy's enjoying it right now, as is.
As is. It's delicious, super refreshing. And this is obviously a cold version. You can do this as a warm version as well. And using that simple syrup, you can even warm up a little bit of like apple cider or something, and then have a warmer version of it, which is common for the holidays as well, or like a tea, a little bit of hot water, with a little bit of fresh lemon, some ginger, and then a little bit of that simple syrup would be fantastic as well. I think I might do that later, so we'll try that. But
sounds good.
That is it. That is our last
Yay.
recipe of 2023.
Wow.
Happy holidays again, everyone. Hope that you have an amazing rest of the year. We will see you again in January with some brand new recipes. We're back. Do you know the dates? I think it's the third Thursday. And
it is the 18th.
The 18th.
The 18th of January. Yeah.
We'll be back the 18th of January, the new year, ringing in the new year with another class. So if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, it'd be awesome. And if you click the notification bell, it'll also give you a reminder of when we do have an upcoming class or any new videos that we do post. But until then, have a wonderful 2023. Happy holidays, happy cooking.
Happy holidays.